On this edition of Tacoma Report, work continues on the Tacoma Municipal Building exterior preservation project. Drivers can now expect smoother, more reliable travel on the I-705 Stadium Spur Ramps. And we get to know two local filmmakers who are producing a feature film set right here in Tacoma. Those stories and more on Tacoma Report. Welcome to Tacoma Report. I'm Laura Proctor. Drivers in Tacoma can now enjoy smoother, more reliable travel on the I-705 Stadium Spur Ramps. The city's Public Works Engineering Division has substantially completed maintenance that began in August, including new concrete overlays, replaced expansion joints, and other safety improvements on the ramps connecting I-705 to Commerce Street and South Stadium Way. Some brief closures may still be needed to finish minor work, and information will be posted on the city's website as it becomes available. Scaffolding is now in place on the Market Street and St. Helens Avenue facades of the historic Tacoma Municipal Building as construction crews begin work on the exterior preservation project. Work includes cleaning and sealing the stone, repairing damaged sections, and reinforcing supports. As part of this project, 8 parking spaces on Market Street and 8 on St. Helens Avenue are temporarily closed for equipment and staging. Pedestrians may also see minor reroutes near the site during weekday work hours. These closures and the preservation work itself are expected to continue through the end of 2026. For updates, visit the city site. The salmon have returned to Swan Creek Park on Tacoma's east side. The Tacoma Nature Center is celebrating their return with a 2-day welcome celebration. During Salmon Saturdays, join naturalists, biologists, and conservationists to watch the salmon make their way upstream to spawn. Artistic and educational activities will be hosted on site by Parks Tacoma's community partners, including the Puyallup Tribal Fisheries Department, Tacoma Public Library, and Foss Waterway Seaport. Visitors who turn in a completed checklist of activities will be entered into a drawing for an overnight camping trip to Alder Lake Park and other fun prizes. Salmon Saturdays happens from noon to 2 p.m. on December 6th and 13th near the Pioneer Way entrance of Swan Creek Park. Find directions and more ways to learn about the Salmon Homecoming online at parkstacoma.gov. If spending Saturday indoors is more your speed, Parks Tacoma invites you to join them at the Center at Norpoint and Eastside Community Center for their annual holiday blast. Take photos with Santa, or at the selfie station, decorate cookies, make crafts, and play holiday-themed games. Both of these events are completely free to the community. Center at Norpoint will host their holiday blast on Saturday, December 6th from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastside Community Center will be Saturday, December 13th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. During the Holiday Blast celebration, Eastside Community Center will also host a community market resource fair. Attendees can meet with community providers and be connected with opportunities for food, housing, healthcare, employment resources, and more. No registration is required for the fair. More details are available on the Parks Tacoma website. Coming up after the break, we meet two local filmmakers who are producing feature films right here in Tacoma. See you then. Welcome back to Tacoma Report. I'm Laura Proctor. Today I'm joined by two local filmmakers, Carlos Ortiz and Raj Punjabi. They're currently producing multiple feature projects right here in Tacoma and have upcoming events designed to encourage participation in our local film community. Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So good to have both of you here.
Glad to be here.
All right, well let's talk a little bit, let our viewers know about what you're both doing. And I'm going to start off, the first question is, what is the current state of the film, television, and entertainment industries right here in Tacoma and Washington State?
Excellent. I'll start if that's okay.
Please.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks again for having us. Really excited to be here and share some of the things we're working on. and really the things that will help us bring the community together, right? So the current state, right? It's kind of a crazy time, for a variety of reasons, but also an exciting time, right? A lot of opportunity, with the advancement of artificial intelligence and robotics and all these other things. For me, I just see it as another tool, but there is a possibility there's going to be a big, huge revolution and in terms of how things are produced and created. But I think we still need that human element in it, right? The imperfection.
Absolutely.
So I still think, it's important to tell our unique stories, right? And just see it as another tool that we utilize to tell our stories, right? So currently right now, there's a lot of exciting things going on. Definitely encourage people to come to the events that we'll discuss here in a minute. But really it's about bringing people together, right? And then being a part of this movement to be able to, tell these unique stories that mainstream isn't telling, that Hollywood isn't telling, and that, have really been overlooked, right? So it's going to be an exciting time because everybody's going to be able to share, right, their story on a variety of platforms. So I think that kind of democratizes a little bit of the process, and then also accessibility. There's a lot of ways to be able to get your story out there, or your film, or your, TV series. So the barriers of entry have lowered, the cost of entry have lowered. And so anybody at any age can really create something that will resonate with audiences around the world now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of opportunity there.
Appreciate that. Would you like to add to that, Raj?
It is about community. It is about bringing people together. And the problem is that we're so divided.
Yes.
Right now, it's like the divided states of America, right? And really, we need to unite, right? We need to become united souls again. That's why, like even my new music group, I called it US, which stands for United Souls.
Love that.
Because we need unity. We need that diversity. We need that that community to come together, to stand as one, because there's so much more in numbers than there is by ourselves.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. And what a beautiful message you both have to share, and making that opportunity available for everyone.
We're just trying to make a difference.
100%.
That's the thing is, a lot of people talk about it. We are about it.
Okay, I like that. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Be
right?
about it.
Okay.
That's right.
So, start with you, Carlos. What projects, events, or programs are you working on to help build a sustainable, diverse, equitable, inclusive, and accessible creative economy and community here in Tacoma and Washington State?
Yeah, for sure. So the first one, I'll share an event that's coming up.
Yes.
Hopefully you're able to share the flyer and the poster, get a little bit more information on that. But it's a lunch and learn on the creative industries.
Yes.
That'll be here at the Tacoma Armory. We are an ACE partner, so we do support that creative community here locally in Tacoma. And that'll be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday, December 12th. And that's a great way, free tacos. So we like, free food, free tacos.
Who doesn't like free tacos?
Yeah,
Right.
everybody, right? So come on down. You could go to our website, zeremaya.com, and register from there. Like I said, it's a free event. For the first 200 people, we'll go ahead and provide a free meal and some drinks. It's actually being catered by Street Talk, or Taco Street, right here in Ruston Way. So local women-owned business that we support, that they've done a couple of our events now. Great service, great food. So we really love partnering with them. So they'll be able to provide, some free meals for everybody. So we like to make the event for free. So like that, it eliminates that cost of entry.
Yeah.
Because we do encourage a lot of high schoolers and people that are going to college and people that are kind of starting off. So this helps people come and be able to be a part of an event that brings people together. So there'll be networking. There'll be a panel discussion. We'll probably have some special people on there. That'll be a part of that. We'll have some live performances by United Souls, so it'll give you a little taste of some of the things that are going on. So right now we are providing opportunities to come together. So we'll have live music, the panel discussion, networking, a bunch of different vendors. If you're looking to rub elbows with some celebrities, producers, filmmakers, other creatives, this is a great opportunity to join us in that movement to build equity, inclusion, accessibility, and diversity into our local creative economy and community. Yeah, so again, zetamaya.com, zetamaya.com is where you can go now to register for the lunch and learn. which is being sponsored, again, the food by Taco Street, and then also being sponsored by the Tacoma Latino Chamber of Commerce, and then also Mark
Angel
Hammer.
Link.
Angel Link as well is another
Okay.
sponsor,
Promotion, sorry.
and also Mark Hammer and Associates here locally. So a lot of these local companies have come together, and they believe in the vision, right, and the mission of bringing people together. So we just have a tremendous amount of support from the community, local businesses, and again, bringing people together, right?
Yes.
Unity in the community. And how can we work together, right? So different genres, different things going on. So like that, we can appreciate our local artists and creative professionals.
So the final question for you fellas is, what films, documentaries, or TV series are you working on right now, and how do they relate to our local community?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is Every Day is a Greener Day. So it's actually the musical career and life journey of Raj here. Right, he's producing and also starring in this feature-length documentary. It's a very narrative style. So we're gonna have narrative performers, footage, mementos, some reenactments, and some flashbacks, some of his experiences. We have an amazing team that we've brought together. We'll be shooting that next month, and it's planned to come. World premiere will be on April 20th of 2026 of next year. So we'll have a local premiere for that. And it's really, bringing local artists again, local musicians. So he's going to be supervising the music for that. He's written some amazing music for the documentary, but also the next project we're working on after that. So it's showcasing a lot of local talent, musical talent, also some local comedians
DJs.
and other people that we're working with, right? So just kind of highlighting that journey, from him kind of starting off, and so we'll have some really cool, flashbacks of when he was younger, when he started, like you said earlier, right? When we were talking, when he was 4 years old, and then kind of telling that particular part of his story, and then kind of going through his other experiences, and then where we're at now and where we're headed, because that's what we're doing is, right? We're looking forward, we're looking ahead to what opportunities we have, how can we come together and create beautiful art and films and television series, right? Did you want to add anything to that?
Well, just remember when you're looking through the windshield,
Yeah.
right? It's a lot bigger than anything you could see through your rearview mirror, right?
I like that.
And Green Day, for those of you that don't know, I was the original drummer for Green Day. And so that's why it's Every Day is a Greener Day, right? But that's just a part of the journey, right? Because for me right now, it's about what can I do for others? What can we do for others, right? So it's kind of telling you the start of it, but what am I doing today? And how can we make a difference in this world that's so dark and turn it a little bit more light?
Absolutely.
And how tomorrow's going to be a better day.
Tomorrow's a better day.
can
It's
make
always a
every
greener
single
day,
day,
right?
right?
Love that. Love
Absolutely.
that.
So that's the overall message.
Okay.
We're also doing, so should we tell them about some other movies and things that we're doing?
Yeah, we'll tell him in a second. So really quick, so the next one, he'll be doing the music supervision for that as well, making some soundtracks, and the
Okay.
score would be the Taco Man.
Okay.
So the Taco Man is a feature film, and it's all about local, right?
Okay.
So actually the Taco Man is spelled like Tacoman, so
Yes.
the Tacoman, but we capitalize the T and the M, so it's pronounced the Taco Man,
Okay.
right? And the Taco Man is about a local taco truck owner that gets his truck stolen by the mob, and he goes through how to try to get it back as hilarity ensues, right? So it's an action comedy we've been working on for a while that we'll be shooting the beginning of next year once we're done with Every Day is a Greener Day, and that's planned to come out probably in September or October of next year. So that's one that I'm writing, directing, producing. He's also working on that very closely together to be able to make this amazing story.
I'm so
that we're
excited for
working
that.
on.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing movie.
And we're hoping that puts Tacoma on the filmmaking map.
So I'm also involved with the company. It's called the Schooley Foundation. I don't know if you guys could see this bracelet on my arm. And Brandon Simmons is the leader. I'll call him the pastor of it all, right? And what we're doing is we're providing for the homeless here in Tacoma specifically.
Yes.
Okay, we've got an empowerment bus that we've done some galas and raised money to build. It's got 5 shower stalls in it, plus we got another trailer that's got 5 in it. And what we're doing is going into these communities and letting these people take showers, and then from the thrift store, we're giving them new clothes, and giving them a haircut, right? Because when you get a haircut, it's called Haircut for Hope. Okay, when you get a haircut, you feel fresh, you feel new, you feel clean, right?
Right.
So it's all about giving that drive, that ambition, that hey, I might be in this position, but you know what? Maybe I can change my life, or if nothing else, somebody cared about me enough to be there for me during my time of need, right? We also make like 250 sandwiches every Wednesday night for the homeless, and then they go out and they actually hand these sandwiches and chips and all the, to the homeless. So we're doing great things in the community. This year, during the Tacoma Parade, I'll be giving out a car to a family in need that will also be completely filled up with presents that JCPenney's has been kind enough to donate to the cause. So we're going to make a family very happy this Christmas.
That is so amazing. The work you guys are doing is
We're trying.
phenomenal.
We're really trying to make a difference.
And I'm glad you could be here on this platform to share what you're doing, and we definitely want to have both of you back for an update.
Thank you for having us.
Looking forward to connecting again soon.
Yes.
So thank you both for all that you're doing, and we'll
Thank you.
look forward to
Thank
having
you.
you back on the show.
Appreciate you.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Tacoma Report. There's lots of exciting projects and events happening in our city. To keep updated, visit tacoma.gov. I'm Laura Proctor. Stay tuned and stay connected.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Woo!